So as I mentioned, uh, the the 15th chapter of the book of Acts is important for understanding what is happening theologically in the first century. But there's something else going on here that I think is important for nursing practice. Provision 6, Fowler says, or Fowler quotes, the nurse, through individual and collective effort, establishes, maintains, and improves the ethical environment of the work setting and conditions of employment that are conducive to safe, quality health care. That's exactly what I see going on in this council in Acts 15. Individual and collective effort. Valuing the individual, so you've got the testimony of Saints Paul and Peter. You've got Saint James, who brings it all together in his decision. But there's a give and take. There's listening to one another. There's that appreciation for the individual, and yet there is that desire to work together. And when I look at what's going on in Acts 15, to me, to my eyes, you may disagree, and you're certainly more up close and personal. I thought this is a case where the ideal of provision 6 seems to be played out in an ideal of Acts 15. I wish that all the time, uh, we could live our world this way. And Reimer makes a case for why we should do decision making that way. Um, we know that practically speaking, it doesn't always happen this way, but boy, this is the ideal. And that resonated with me. And it's kind of a philosophy, a leadership philosophy, a management philosophy that I try to remember. And I don't think I am perfect in that, truth be told. But those that are impacted by the decision should have a part in making the decision or should inform the decision. And too many examples we could all rehearse of times when that didn't happen. But that, I think, is the ideal. And this interaction, this collaboration, this real collaboration here in Acts 15, I thought it was a perfect parallel to Provision 6, and that's why I wanted to introduce it here. So we'll come back and we'll talk about Reimer.